Hello and welcome back to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League. And this is race 3 then, the final race here today from Goodwood Motor Circuit. Let's go through the grid then and get this one underway. It's a reverse grid, remember. In pole position, Banksy second, Potsy third, Kevin fourth, Grasshopper fifth, Benzo sixth, Gingerbread in seventh, Molson eighth, James Stevens in 9th, Seamus 10th, Seaboard in 11th, and Thomas in 12th. Let's do this. Let's see what start Serial gets and the Banksy gets here. Well, it's a pretty good start, but Kev having a look as well up the inside. Can he get that done, Kev? No, he didn't get that done. Potsy going around the outside. That's not going to work, and that's why. And someone's gone off well off out there. I just see someone, couldn't see who it was, but Potsy's still having a go, and it spins off, and it's always out there in the long reeds. Seabroad. Oh, it's a yellow flag. This could be a safety car. Lots of cars back here. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a safety car. There was a big incident at turn 1. Lots of cars off. All these boys, Potsy, I think it might have been his own doing actually. I don't think he had anything to do with the incident at turn 1, but there was a lot of cars off. So, yeah, it is safety car. So Serial Killer then will take this field through this procedure now, and it'll be up to him when the green flags fly. He's in control. He will go. Now I think they probably will wait. As I said last round, it's a pretty short lap this one, so I would imagine they will wait until the start and finish before they get going. Although having said that, you've got the chicane, haven't you, so a lot of the cars will still be coming through there, so they might need to close up a little bit, but no, I think they're going to go all the way to the start and finish. So the ones at the back are going to be still coming through that chicane, I reckon, by the time Serial goes. And they're not very close, I've got to say, so this is good for Serial. And they're all closing up a little bit now, but it's all a little bit too late. But say the ones at the back got no chance really. Oh, and who's that at the back? Seamus, is it? Having a bit of a moment back there, not sure, but away we go again. And Kev and Banksy side by side. Kev gets it though, second place for him, with Serial still out in front, Banksy third. So it's good to see these boys now up the sharp end of it all. Grasshopper fourth, James Stevens fifth, now coming through. Grasshopper and James having a look up the inside of Banksy. Now be careful through this next right hander through St Mary's corner, and it's pretty good through there. A little bit of a nudge from Banksy and a little bit of back door to door. No, it's all still okay. Thomas, look at that, goes through the inside of Gingerbread, and Thomas really carving his way through these field now, through past Banksy as well. So the boys are making it way, and who's that? And has that Molson's gone off? He has. So Molson, now was that a touch from someone, or was it again, did he get his wheels on the grass, or was it his own doing? But whatever it was, he's back to 12th. Serial's gone through as well. So Molson, he's had a bit of a disaster here at the start of this race. It's unlucky for him. So Kev though, he's taken up the lead now. So Serial, he was actually in front, wasn't he, Serial? So Kev, who's taking up this lead now. James up the second, Grasshopper third, Thomas fourth. So he's your usual drivers coming through now. So let's see what Kev can do. Can he hold these boys off? James, will we thinking he needs as many points as he possibly can after having some couple of decent first couple of races, but he'll be wanting maximum, of course. Thomas certainly will, and Grasshopper will as well. So these three hunting down Kev up top. Kev just needs to keep his nerve. Unfortunately, he's still only got another 11 minutes to go, but he can keep his nerve, keep focused. It's Grasshopper and Thomas side by side. Grasshopper on the inside there. Thomas had to let him go there through the chicane. They go and come through there. Grasshopper. Oh, it takes a bit of grass, but that's fine. Grass is on the grass. Banksy in 5th. Benzo, the 2 Sylvias then, in 5th and 6th place. There's Banksy. The bright green wheels. Benzo with the not bright wheels. As I said, hell of an improvement from the driving that we've seen in round 1. So I think the boys were just a little bit too excited of the new season ahead of them, and kind of showed it in their driving in some of those times in round 1. But looks like they've heads are back in the game here. Benzo now attacking his teammate Banksy. Now, I don't think there's team orders. But on the other hand, I don't think the team's going to want to wrecked cars. Hotsy 7th, Molson in 8th. So he's making his way through again after his off. He was at the back, wasn't he? So doing well to get himself back up to 8th at this point. Cyril in 9th. Ginger under pressure, he's in 10th, but he's under pressure on Sue Broad, who's sort of dropped all the way back to 11th as well, and he was up, wasn't he, right up into the middle there, but he was part of that incident at turn 1, I believe. So, oh, and there's that Seamus in the background I see go off, and he's not having a good race this time round, is Seamus. I think it could be some of this glitching that's doing it, if I'm honest with you. So he's in 12th. But James, well, he's taken over and got past Kev to take up the lead. So James has done it. He's the first one to get past Kev now. Can Kev just stay where he is and hold the others off? As they come through the chicane now. James in 1st. Kev in 2nd, Thomas 3rd and Grasshopper 4th. So Thomas has got through on Grasshopper there now, finally. So to get himself up in the 3rd place. And then this 4 just pulling away from Banksy in 5th. Beautiful day, it's been a beautiful day here today down here in the south of England. Some terrific racing as well. These spectators have been watching here today, along with all you lot and myself. Banksy, Benzo, Molson, 5th, 6th, 7th. Just like that. As we're halfway through this 3rd and final race now here at Goodwood. Molson eyeing up 6th place on Benzo though, coming along Levant Straight, coming into Woodcote Corner. Now, what can Molson do? Can he get himself up into the inside? Not at that point. He's going to have to wait until after the chicane, see if he can. Oh, he's had a moment, no? I'm not too sure what happened there. Did he, again, just touch the grass? But Benzo certainly has, and that's the end of Benzo. And whoa, and he's in the pits, is he? Wow, my goodness me. Well, he's done well to save that, but he's going to lose a hell. Oh, he's got damn, must have damage somewhere. He's lost a couple of more spots there, all the way back to 9th. Ginger went through, Cyril went through. So back to 9th from Benzo. So a bit of a disaster there. Molson didn't have to do anything to get past him there, did he? Just to stay on his line. See Broad there in 10th. Seamus in 11th, Potsy back to 12th. Every time I come to someone else, they've lost about 6 spots. So it's all going off here. I ain't got enough eyes and enough cameras to cover it all, but I think we get the gist. But James now still out in front, and Thomas has got the 2nd, and Thomas is going to do all he can to catch James, but with what, 9.5 minutes gone, well, we've still got plenty of time, I suppose, and knowing what this track's like and the errors that can be made from anybody, this is all still up for grabs. Is Kev in third, so doing well still to be there in third place is Kev. Grasshopper in fourth. So let's do Kev a world of good if he can get himself on the podium come the end. As we watch James now coming through into the hairpin at Levant corner. Full power out now. The other side and up Levant straight. This is the worst nightmare, seeing Thomas in your rear view mirror. This is what James got. It's very difficult to lose control at this point, it really is. You've got to get the car under control there, try and keep it as stable as possible. But at the moment they're all doing pretty well. Grasshopper again, getting a little bit of grass there at the rear tyres. So it's certainly getting dirty tyres here. Kev's tyres, talking of tyres, don't look that great, I've got to be honest, with 11 minutes gone. That front left is, well, it'll have enough to finish, but yeah, it's not great. Grasshopper in fourth, Banksy fifth. He's doing well for Banksy. He'll be pleased with that, I would imagine, if he can keep that and get a fifth place. Gingerbread in sixth. I just call him Sam actually, I think, even though I think he likes to be called Gingerbread, but it's Sam will do. So Sam in sixth with Benzo trying to get that off him. Benzo in seventh. This is more like what we want to see from these boys. This is more like what we want to see from the Ultimate Racing League. These boys, remember League 2, all fighting to try and get into League 1 and be promoted at the end of the championship. Hotsy there in 8th. That's what they all aim to do. Obviously they can't all do it, so Olsen in 9th. Oh, Seamus off again. And out in the weeds, and Serial goes past into 10th place. Seamus back to 11th, and I think he just needs to scrub this race off. Seamus here. He had a good race 2, didn't he? Race 3 has been not so good. Seabroad, yeah, not a great evening for him. I don't want to forget this round. I think he's got a steward's inquiry against his name as well from race 2. So certainly around here want to forget. James though back up top, and Thomas has caught him. And what are we now? What, a minute and a half left, so there is time for Thomas to try and get James. He might do along the straight here. I say straight, I'm going to say straight, but it's not entirely straight, but certainly the quickest part on the course. And Thomas though, sorry, James even in first, he's holding off Thomas just at this point, but he is into the final lap now, or will be. You're going to probably get one more lap, these boys anyway. So he's got one more lap to try and keep Thomas behind him. He'll be hoping that this was the final lap, because he would have got victory as he comes through the chicane, but as it is, they're going to both be getting another lap in, so it's a fight to the end for these two. So James first, Thomas second, Kev third. Falling off but still in third place, and I fancy him to get that third as they start the final lap now. Grasshopper in fourth, but I really want to keep my eyes on the battle at the top here, and I think I'll stick with this now, and just to see Molson holding that fastest lap at this point, a 1:15.6. Gingerbread is finished in fifth, Benzo sixth, Banksy seventh, Potsy will come in eighth. But it's all about what's happening up here, and I think James might have done it. As he comes through the double right hand hairpin up Levant straight for the last time. And I think he's going to do it, you know. So James Stevens looks like he's going to take victory here in race 3. Let's just see if he gets through here. Okay, he does. So congratulations to James. Race winner, race 3. Well done. Thomas will pick up that second place. Kev will get third. So really well done from Kev. Get himself on the podium. He'll be pleased with that. Grasshopper will get fourth place. Ginger got fifth. Benzo sixth. Banksy seventh. Potsy eighth. Molson ninth. Serial 10th, Seamus 11th, and Seaboard in 12th. So there's your race 3. Thanks for watching tonight, guys. Catch me for the next round next time, and I'll see you then.